Vergil Ortiz has pulled out of the fight with Michael Mckinson this weekend. Right on time, I guess, huh? And it's sad because I was absolutely going to put money on that fight for Vergil to win within the first 3 rounds, and this happens. So they are saying Vergil Ortiz came down with a disease that is prone to somebody that's a quote unquote athlete. I can't even pronounce the name, so for the sake of this video, I'm gonna call it Ramadama abracadabradosis. That's what I'm gonna call it. So whatever that is, it's like I guess something to do with his blood or something. I'm not sure. But what I find odd about it is Vergil Ortiz in the past, he was having issues with his weight. You know, twice. It was a couple of times that I can remember that he was having problems making weight before his fight. First time was against Vargas, I believe, and then the second time against Maurice Hooker. So Vergil Ortiz is a big boy. He doesn't need to be at 147. So the thing is this the end of his career at 147? Because Vergil Ortiz is naturally a bigger guy, man. He's young. I think he's 23 years old, 24. Around the same age as Jaron Ennis. They're around the same age. I think a year apart, if not the same exact age. So if it's true that this guy, that he has this rabadabra abracadabra disease, then when he gets over that, he shouldn't be fighting at 147. If he doesn't, put it like this, not to say that. If he doesn't fight at 147 after he gets better, then you know it has something to do with his weight. And who knows, it could have been other things associated with that as well. But I think Vergil, shit, man, I don't even know his natural walk around weight, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume he probably walks around at 170 pounds or something like that. Maybe a little bit lighter, maybe 165, maybe closer to like the 168 division. Shit, he looked like he probably can max out at 168, man. Vergil is a nice sized dude, you know, and man, don't you hate when these things happen right before fights? Right before fights, man. It's just like with the um with the Tank Rolly Tyson Fury fight. That got pushed back. Then you got the Tiafimo shit was postponed like 3 damn times, and then 2 other times it kept changing the dates. You're like, damn, man, I really wanted to see this fight. You know, I think Vergil would have smoked him. I watched a few of Michael Mckinson fights, and it don't look like he has much for Vergil Ortiz besides some awkwardness and movements and things like that. But I still think Vergil wins that fight. He would have won. So, is this the end of Vergil Ortiz at 147 pounds? Would kind of be crappy for him because he would have never had a chance to get a belt. Jaron Ennis, he's gonna probably stick around at 147 for a little bit, man, because according to Jaron, he can make the weight at 147 with no problem. He said he does it with ease, and it doesn't drain him or nothing like that. I think that's rather remarkable for a guy Boot's size, you know. But whatever this thing is, I hope Vergil get better. I want him to get better and heal up, man. You know, nothing's more important than your health. Boxing will always be there. But I'm not sure if there's anything else behind this, you know, because it was just so sudden. It just creeped up on us, you know, and it's a shame because we wanted to see that fight. But what's more important that that Vergil Ortiz gets better. That's what's important. But I think a lot of this has something to do with his weight as well, man. I think he was gonna probably not make weight, you know, that night. And then, you know, I guess it wouldn't have been the title eliminator. I don't know if it would have been up for grabs or they would have just stopped him from fighting for it. So I guess he probably pulled out. But they're saying it's the Ramacadabradosis, whatever the hell that is. So we're going to stick with that. But I still think it's something to do with his weight as well, man. But I want to know what you guys think about this. What do you think about Vergil Ortiz pulling out of this fight? And what do you think about his career at 147? Is it over? because of his weight issues he's been having, and or should he move up to 154? It seems like that's the trajectory that all these guys are going to anyway. They're all going up to 154 pounds. Boots, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. So it's going to be a few other guys that's going to be following them up there too. So I think Vergil Ortiz is probably going to be heading up there with them. Let me know what you think. And I'm off this. Catch you guys later.